to go against SRT, who looks like SRT beat Premo 3-2, which is a bit of a boil over. That's DMG's team with Zorbas, Oric King, Purge, Anarchy, Middle Earth, which is all pretty grand. So let's have a look at this one here. There's certainly, look at that, they've all rolled up with 4183s. 4183s. Well, Geo, you've been behaving like a clown. So, really, am I going to unblock you? I'll think about it. Moses' big dad. I know. Okay. Cool. I can see the Premo Discord here. They're not in Discord, though. They must be using the others channel. So we've got 3 minutes, 48 seconds here. This is the team, a lot of this team anyway, is the team that came up second at the North American Twister Cup finals last season. They were within a whisker of going to Minsk. They were 2-0 up and then went down 3-2 to Mike 8 and the boys, Iroikanen's team. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they go here. The thing that surprised me the most, it's a massive boil over. Well, not really massive, but SRT is through to the finals of this group, which is big news. Hey, very, very big news. So we're going to be kicking off really, really shortly. Get very excited. From here on is where the stream really starts. We're going to go to the logo. We'll kick the logo off. And then that'll kind of give us the mark of where I'm going to cut the stream from before this. So poor old Soundwave does not become a meme. There are 6 people in there from DCH. If they do not get in there, I'm going to take it very personally. If Indio Picaro does not have all 7 going, Indio Picaro, I will be coming for you. And I will be coming for you at pace. 2 minutes 28 to go. I'm very, very excited now. I had someone who was having a go at me for talking to Dark Magician Girl and doing a masterclass in the Jaegeru because Dark Magician Girl, in fact, says that he identifies as a girl, and I just don't care. I seriously just don't care. I like gender ID is all well and good, but how do you go when you're in a Jaegeru or you're in an E100, or how do you load up, or what equipment do you run? That's the kind of stuff I'm into. So let's get tournamenting. Let's get tournamenting. Here we go. We've got 7-on-7. Oh, we're going to see a real. Oh, not only will Ben, you will be blocked forever. And I will also report you. 200 people. Here we go. Come on. I'm going to have to release a video today because this cannot be standalone. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. After this one, I'm going to try and get Juju in here for a little bit of a chat, an interview, whether they win, lose, or come second. So let's see how they go with that one. 36 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh, this is very, very exciting. This is very, very exciting. And we are... Go. Tell me where go. Tell me where go. Oh. Where go. We're going in. Oh my God, we have a game. We have a game. This is so exciting. I'm very, 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 very hip now to this. Right, so here we go. The boys from Premo, we've got a whole lot of action going on. Good luck, says North Face, as we see Massic Rador in the mouse. Now we got a hit point margin of only about 235 hit points. The mouse is pumping on out. Look at him pushing that line. They've got an IS-7 behind. They're doing the... Oh, look at that. They're doing the Macarena. No, they're not. They're just pumping along, generically looking good. You can see the guys from Premo. They've got a pretty diverse range. They've pumped the corner in the IS-7s. Really bulking up behind the guys from DCH. So the mouse has taken a big flogging already. Oh, that is scary. Let's go down for a closer look at the mouse. Massacre Door. He's on 1100. No one from Premo hit yet. We've got 5 guys spotted from the red team. DCHA and the mouse is in a bit of a tough spot. JJ Ray's in the Object 268 over on the left with lovely Premo Spammer. Now, has anyone seen Bro Dude Leg? Has he been spotted yet? No, he hasn't, because he's not even in the game. Yeah, he is. He's over there in the 183. Oh, big hit there from Jojo. Premo sneaking up. B Walker in the IS-4 is held down, and JJ Raids pops to squeeze one off. There's the mouse. Certainly looks like the boys from Premo are in the ascendancy here. They are 4k up, well 3.3k up on hit points. Oh, that IS-4 is looking in big strife. IS-7, my mistake, Abdikusi, not facing the STB1, is trying to cap C. Capping C, they know he's there, and the Premo boys have decided to go straight to him. Have a look at this. They are pumping around. Their lovely Premo Spammer and Brodu Leg have spotted the opportunity. You can see if I enlarge the minimap there, North Face and the STB just ate an absolutely horrific amount of damage from the Hash Brodu Leg. Brodu Leg is very, very keen to get in there. He can see the kill spam. He loves the kill spam. Brodu Leg loves the kill spam. He's nearly got that reload. 3, 2, 1. Cue him. Thanks very much. Back to Abdik, who is held on valiantly here at the back. Vicente Araya is going to go pumping, hull down in the grill. It is not going to be enough. Cabros win Dajon C solo, which basically means, gee, Bushka, you called that really, really well. I'm very excited to have you here, calling my team from the card table at the back of the hall. And Scumbag Juju leading in the big buns at the back, and the boys from Premo take that one 7-0. Now, I had not seen that strap before, and we haven't seen a lot of 183s rolling out here previously. Let's have a look. T110E3 in that. Now, if I could have picked one tank that I didn't expect to see there, it would have been a T110E3. Seriously, you're taking the mick. You've got a T110E3 in a tournament. Someone stop me. I'm not very happy about that. That looks almost like you're just pretending to win. But there we go. Bad luck there for the boys from DCH-A. Let's see if they can pull it back this time out and actually get it rocking and rolling. From the Delta to the DMZ, I'd love to see them really bring one back here, make it a big old 1v1 up each side. We've got 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left. And we're in again, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen here for real. Yeah, Brockland is a little bit like you. The flying camera view can go get wrecked. So we're going to go around and have a look at this one at the start from the perspective of the boys from Premo. Now, they are, again, they're pumping out to the flank here. Now, last game we saw Scumbag Juju, his Royal Fatness, and they went out here. They took that left-hand side of the map as you're looking at it from this hull-down position. And again, we are seeing a very, very different... Oh, let's have a look over here. There comes the IS-4. They are going to cap C. They are going the Iron Fist. Iron Fist all the way through. Now, there are 3 spotted on the DCH time. Premo, his Royal Fatness, they're not even bothering with A. They are going to try and win this one legit as an encounter battle. They are not contesting here particularly. B Walker in the mouse. His job at the back is to hold this line. He's angling up. He's got that Clan Wars camo. Only about 3,000 people in the known universe have that Clan Wars camo. Very, very rare. Here comes the pump. Here comes the pump. B Walker looking at the angle. Big bounce to B Walker. The IS7 you can see right at the back here. Bro Dude Leg is set up to come around that corner. He's got a full one in. He'd love to clear a tank. He's going to put another one. Massive big hit. They're calling the targets. Here comes a push, but it's really only two. This IS4 is isolated out here. Nico Tox. They're going to clear him next. And here comes the massive, big bopping, pie-eating machines of justice. Bro Dude Leg and Premo say, hey, how about you have a punch at this thing? Try and get through the armor profile on this German love machine. Power Chi in the Object 268. He backed up the boys. The real key there looked like Bro Dude Leg. He was hidden at the top and outside. Scumbag Juju in the grill. We love Juju in the IS-7. He doesn't usually roll the grill. He's getting pushed on. North Face would love to clear a tank. Come on. Take him out, North Face. Juju's self-esteem is all too high. We don't want to get him up there before the finals. They went down 3-2 to Sparta. Come on, North, you can do it. Do it for your country. 519, Juju angling down. He can't get the gun down. Can they clear him before Juju goes down? North Face is into it. He's left him on one more. Juju's on absolutely nothing. Ah, bugger me senseless. Where's Massacador when you need him? Back to Massacador, and they've left the mouse till last. Really good job there by Bro Dude Leg, and we saw a really solid effort there from B Walker in the mouse. He held him up. Bro Dude Leg popped out sideways and said, hey, have a lovely big dose of Hesh. And that's exactly what, yeah, look at that. 4,533. There was no joke. So the Death Star is now starting to be seen in the tournament scene, which is actually pretty freaking rare. This is a best of 5 series, so they have to get the next one in. Come on, boys, DCH. They fought valiantly. They gave that a red-hot go. They pushed hard down that flank. They took the top, and now we are going to see if they can make a change on Dead Rail and pick up a win. The boys from Promo are loading up in an E3 as well, and I have a lot of problems with this. Because the E3 really isn't that good. But they are absolutely having a crack at it. Here we go. We're going back in 3 seconds now. Premo on the brink of booking another ticket to a final series against the SRT Tilt for a rematch. There is indeed a T110 E3. Premo is driving a T110 E3. I really can't believe that. I really can't believe that. That is unbelievable. We're going to follow this. We're going to follow the T110 E3 here because basically I think this is the worst tank in Tier 10. But they have built a tournament strategy. Excuse me. They built a tournament strategy around this thing. Okay, we're going to go up. Prepare yourself for the eye in the sky, guys. His royal fatness over there on the far flank. He's gone up, he's engaged, he's spotted a couple. You can see there the guys from DCH, they've taken the top of the map. Top of the map, there's Massacrador at the top of the map. Scumbag Juju's seen an opportunity here. They're pushing through at the top. This is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. Let's look at it from Vicente Araya's perspective. Vicente. I don't know how you pronounce it. Juju's in there with that big armor profile. His royal fatness, they've put 3 on 2 there. Brilliant, brilliant play there. They have managed to isolate JJ Raids. He is absolutely going hell for leather here. They've got 3 on 1. That's the ball game. You'd have to think that's the ball game. North Face in all kinds of trouble here in the STB. Juju is in an IS-7, which is akin to as overpowered as you're going to get in Tier 10 in terms of facing off with a medium. Ho 7. I don't know how you pronounce any of these names. Lovely promo spammer. Oh, this has been absolutely brilliant. The real move there was right up the top. Juju, JJ Raids, and Premo, they pumped or it was Scumbag Juju, his Royal Fatness, and JJ Raids. They counted all the tanks on the map, saw that there was only 2 up the top, and decided to play absolute iron fist basketball right through the heart and the teeth of the red defense. And you can see there, poor old Power Chi getting nutted right at the end of the day. So we had a run there from the boys from Premo. They win that one 3-zip. If we have a look at the post-match scorecard, you can see the T110E3 I'm in an alternate universe. There's a T110E3 and a Death Star on this team. I don't know what to make of it. I've not seen that the entire tournament season. So exactly what I was talking about very, very early in the piece, that these guys are running up the scorecard with some very interesting strats that they've not shown off previously, was 100% correct. Now I'm going to see if I can get Juju in here for a bit of a post-match interview. If he's available, I will grab him. I'm just going to see if I can get him in here, humans. All right, I'm going to get Mo in here to talk about the E3. Stuff that. We've got to talk to someone, and Juju appears to actually be offline. Mo, how you going, amigo?
Hey, hello, Bushka. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Now, what the hell was that?
Okay. So I heard some of the guys telling me that you were criticizing the E3.
Yes, you know I've been criticizing the E3.
Yes, I saw your video the other day about the E3 being the worst tier 10 in the game. And I was actually a bit infuriated, and that's what caused me to actually run that strat tonight.
You grump. I remember talking about it in chat, and we had that whole conversation. But so that strat for the E3, is that something you guys have done before?
We've only done it maybe once or twice in tournaments. We haven't really brought it out in the open yet until tonight.
Yeah.
We've been experimenting with a lot of things, and that's actually worked out really well. As we've seen, it counters anything that goes to that spot. As you saw, the IS-7 on Spear got obliterated in that spot.
Yeah, got wrecked.
And then I got
that was pretty weird, actually.
3 to 4 of their guys. Yeah, as soon as we went to the game, somebody was like, "Oh, Bushka's already criticizing E3, Mo. You better do something about that."
Because when we did a Tokyo Game Show broadcast before Twister Cup last year, the Asian server had a couple of guys from XR in that running E3s on Fort Despair, on Himmelsdorf. And at the time, I was talking to a lot of the guys from Premo, and I was saying, this is insane, that's ridiculous. What are they doing running those tanks? It's just crazy. It just shows the fluid nature of this game, that you guys are now running an E3 in a tournament against like not even 12 months later, like 8 months later or something, less than that, 6 months later, against all the overwhelming body of evidence that the player base and everyone else will throw up at you, you've just gone, this is the key, we're going to run this, going to build a strat with this one. How do you get there?
I mean, the thing is, Bushka, we don't really have trainings because this is a new team that we made. It was made like a few months ago, and then we haven't had many training nights, so we just do training based on tournaments. So that's how we get our most of our information out of. And so playing that spot, we usually see like everyone uses an IS-7 that spot. So we were like, why not try an E3 in that spot? It could get shots on the flank on Fort Despair in that spot, and then also as well hit anyone else that's in the encounter cap area.
Yeah,
as you guys saw, it worked out really well.
Worked out really well, and you guys also support it pretty well too. That's the key for that tank, really, isn't it? Like in a tournament setting, you're only making it face one direction, basically.
Yes, we get the flanks covered by other tanks, and then we just have it perfectly just focused in one spot. So it does its one job, and that's to deal with whoever's in B around the area.
Let's see if we can get. Can we get Juju in here as well? Let me see.
I believe he said he was busy, so he hopped off for now.
No, he's just popped up because he's like seen that you're talking or something, and now he's like, "What's
I'm
going on?"
My recognition. All right.
I'm gonna go have a chat to Juju, but Mo, that was fantastic. Right. It was great to see such a lightly used tank work like that. Rock on, amigo.
All right, later.
All right, Juju, let's get Juju in here. Come on, Juju. Answer your phone, you grub.
Bushka?
Ahoy, mate. How you going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm real good. So, bit of a hiccup there. 3-2 down to SRT, but a big fight back there with the 3-0. What do you think? How you feeling?
We're feeling good. Yesterday, not to say that it didn't really matter, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
we were up. We were up 2-0, and we kind of just let off the reins, and we shouldn't have. But we've put in the practice tonight, and I think we're ready to go. So it should be a shootout. We're hoping for a 3-0, but I think the people are hoping for a good 3-2 match. Hopefully they're rooting for Pramo. But,
you guys will just take a win.
We'll take a win. This is probably the most stressed out I've been since probably Vegas.
Wow.
In all honesty, So it's a really cool deal what Wargaming set up for us.
Yeah, totally.
I think the miss out would be a shame. It would. As far as my team's part, I would be pretty upset.
What about the strats? Now, I've been listening in on you guys in Discord playing. I like to just loiter there while I'm editing and hear the chats, like having the TV on in the background. And Mose is running a few new strats here now. What was the thinking when you came up with a strat that's got both a Death Star and an E3 in it? Is this something that you guys have been holding onto and hiding? Or is it, it definitely isn't public knowledge that this was going to be coming up?
No, I'll give credit to Mo. He's one of the best callers in North America, if not the best, as far as he can come up with a strat on the fly and just kind of make it work. A lot of callers put in, the week's time worth of strat sketch and testing things, and Mo's just got this intuition to be able to, set things up, and they just seem to fall in place, 90% of the time. And so this is something he came up with today that we kind of practiced. And
today,
yeah, like I said, he's the master of just kind of throwing something together, but he's got this vision in his mind, and it usually plays out the way he sees it.
Did you think you were going to go down on Fort Despair in that grill? Do you think he was going to get there before the rest of the boys helped you out? Were you yelling at them?
No, I was kind of laughing because once a IS-7 gets you pinned like that in a grill, you just don't have the the gun depression. I kind of was just laughing. I was going, "Save me!" But at that part of the match, it didn't really matter. So I was just kind of a good giggle.
I really enjoyed that match too because Bro Dude was just hanging at the back in that 183, and you could see it coming. That punch, as soon as someone poked, it just unleashed hell. It was absolutely massive. He ended up having 4.5K.
I mean, it's a really cool tank. I know people hate it, and it's a niche tank, but I think it's more niche and competitive, and it's got kind of a it's got kind of a pucker factor if you're on the other team and you don't know where the 183
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Because you're getting hit for a minimum of 900, and that sucks. Let
yeah.
alone if you're looking the other way and you get heshed. So, I mean, it's definitely got a scare factor to kind of close off areas in the map, and then in tandem with some other tanks, it can really put the hurt on somebody real fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So, sorry, mate, I was just losing you a bit there at the end. So, what maps have we got coming up for you in the final?
I believe we got Castilla, Canyon, and Naval Frontier is the
Okay.
tiebreaker.
Okay. Excellent. 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 Now, is there anything new on Castilla? Anything we should be looking forward to?
Yeah, you'll see a new strat come out tonight. Castilla is usually Castilla's an intricate map. There's several
You're
ways to
breaking up a
play
bit.
it.
You're breaking up a bit there,
Uh,
Nico.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Um, Castilla's a cool map. It's kind of it's really intricate. There's several ways to play it, and there's several different fire lanes. And if you rotate correctly, there's several ways to push the map. And so we got a new strat coming out tonight that you guys will be able to see. So hopefully it goes in our favor.
Yeah, I find it very interesting for me because I've called so many games to actually look at the strats and think, wow, I haven't seen that before. I would just like to commend. So, who made the call on Dead Rail? Were you expecting those two guys to be isolated up top? Were you counting tanks? Like, how did you know that that was the moment to push?
We had kind of an intuition that they might try to push B and overwhelm it because a lot of teams go low, and if you can get that high ground over them, they're kind of trapped down there. And I was headed up in the IS-7 to help out Royal and his STB, and we just once the tanks got spotted, and we spotted them all down by B. We pretty much knew at that point that there's just a 62 and an STB and possibly a 268 backing them up. But at that point, we had the numbers and the firepower to just push through.
Yeah, like in all honesty, like having an IS-7 up there and that poor STB, as soon as he saw that IS-7 rolling out, you just rolling into him, he must have just like, and then JJ comes screaming around the corner in a 268. It was not a fun time to be alive.
No, not for them.
No. So, do you think that there's many of the other promo teams using these kind of loadouts, like E3s, 183s? I know even Steven's been running around a bit in a 183.
I mean, yes and no. It's funny because we train a lot together, but when it comes to tournaments like this one's got, real cash prizes on the line, and people get kind of picky. We try not to run, strats that we don't want, say for example, like Raikkonen's team to steal, or C to be able to draw up a counter because we know, should we get through, we're gonna have to play them at some point.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. We go from really, really working together and helping each other to when it gets to kind of this point, we kind of hold off and we're like, we don't want them to steal our strat.
Because I mean,
you kind of separate from the clan at that point and kind of become a team. Just a separate entity within the clan, if that makes sense.
how long have you guys been together in this team, this makeup?
This team since the beginning of spring season.
Okay. And I mean, obviously Vov, the Vov. I'd love that. Vov is the master counter stratter, he tells me, and financial analyst. Do you find that you guys have been talking and actually changed your role within the structure of the team? So you used to make a lot of the calls for Purple, didn't you?
Yes.
And now Mose is doing most of that stuff for you guys at the moment?
Yeah, Mo is the caller for this team. I'm just kind of the pseudo captain, just I guess more logistic style, like making sure that people get on, making sure the team's registered, just things like that. But
You got the iron fist. You just
yeah. Mo's the primary caller. So and as far as Purple goes, back in the day, Raikkonen was the headmaster there, and I was given the opportunity to run the team for Vegas. So. Yeah, it's been an interesting ride through the clan family.
So you've now got a game against SRT. There's a lot of games going on this round that are going to be quite harsh. Like there's a lot of people that are going to get, there's good teams playing good teams. Do you have any results from any of the other Premo teams at the present? I've had my head down.
Well, Pramo is playing the other Pramo in, I believe it's Group 5 tonight. You've got Mike's team, Blitzkrieg versus Raikkonen's team. So one of them is gonna have to go home tonight.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it was seeded. I believe two of the Void teams won last night, and a GP team beat the other Void. I believe there's a Pincer team going through to the finals tonight, and then our other kind of subsidiary, Floop, is playing the other Pincer team again tonight in the grand finals. So you can see, some interesting results. Like we could end up with 2 Pramos tonight, or we could get knocked out and just be, either Mike's team or Reich's team.
Yeah, it's really rubber meeting the road now, isn't it? This is yeah. Well, SRT, it's going to be pretty interesting. Are you going to go and prep the boys, or are you going to do some face slapping in the dressing sheds? Talk about how much you want it.
I got to adjust my jock strap a little bit, So
just ring out the undies and get ready for round 3.
Yes, mate, sir.
Good luck, Juju. We might even have a chat to you afterwards. See how you go. Let Mose know the world's watching, and bring on those funky E3 strats, mate. I'm loving it.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
All right, talk to you soon.
See you soon.
So there we go. That was Scumbag Juju and Mozlife from Premo. They're going to be rolling out very, very soon versus SRT in 10 minutes, in fact. We'll be seeing SRT now. That's a hell of a good team as well. If you're wondering who's in that one, you've got Dark Magician Girl, Zorbas, Iric King, Purge, Anarchy, Middle Earth, 2008, SXR1000, and DHG Crimson. There's a couple of very, very purple win rate players in there with a whole lot of experience. They won 3-2 over the team that we just saw take Indio Picaro apart there in the last round yesterday, the upper bracket. And so they went straight through the grand final, and cry about it from Premo that we saw playing there. Had to run through the lower bracket to get back up for a chance at redemption against SRT. So they're up 2-0 against SRT, and they really lost it. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they go today. If they get a chance at redemption, are they going to be able to take it with both hands, run forward, and plant the ball across the line? Or are they going to go and have a good hard think about life? Now, I'm just having a look at some of the things that are going on here. I don't have any other tanks on this account apart from the Lerva and Co. and the tanks that I'm not allowed to talk about. So you're just going to have to suck it up and look at the Lerva in the room until further notice. I'm going to create an actual highlight reel. So next time we will be able to run this and have different stuff popping up as well, which will be very, very cool. Now, okay, there we go. Another 8 minutes, and then we will be pumping out a SRT v Premo Mano a Mano. Do you like how I did that with the rhyming bits and all that kind of thing? Now, this is early in the season for me as well. I haven't warmed up yet. Things are going to get better. I'm going to take a look at today's stream, think about myself. Did I want it bad enough? A couple of uppercuts in the mirror. Take what worked, move on with it, leave the detritus behind. And I think a lot of what worked was the fact that that game was good, and a lot of what didn't was the fact that we've had about 30 minutes of dead air for every 1 minute of action. So I'm going to put together a whole highlight clip of different games and things that I've played, and then run them, and then only pop over to the streams when that is actually happening. Apart from that, we will be able to watch live action, and I can commentate and talk to people, and that will make things a whole lot of giggle. Okay. We'll be ticking off the boxes in about 7 minutes. In about 7 minutes, guys, we'll be going. Yeah, 6 minutes now. 30 minutes past the hour is exactly right. Johnny Soulslayer, thank you very much for your help today, mate. Appreciate it. I know it's been a bit of a punish, guys. First one off the rank is always going to be, the first one through the door is always going to be a little bit of a numpty. So it's good to get this one out of the way, and then we'll roll out a lot more successfully in the future, I'm sure. Tote Mark, you are about to go the way of Soundwave and Thunder 101. Stop it. Are you lonesome tonight? Are you lonesome tonight? La da 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 da. Five minutes. Should be getting my invite there. Let's see. News, tournaments, accept, ready. Okay, so we're going to be kicking off real soon. Promo v SRT. You can see a lot of well-known personalities, basically, from the NA server sitting there in the ready position. We have 7183s on the right. Sounds like a legit strat. Need to move the logo out of the bottom left corner. Righto. You know what? Let's do that then. There you go. Don't say I don't listen to the people. Yeah, I understand now. Absolutely. You're dead on. It does cover it. When I was setting it up, I was actually on the iPad, and the mini-map is not in the bottom left corner of the iPad. Two minutes 28. Oh, 2 minutes to go. Let's put the guitar down, Bushka. You're just making a spectacle of yourself. Making a testicle of yourself. You haven't missed the giveaway, Marines. I'm going to do the giveaway at some point, either during this tournament round or at the end of it. Okay? And I'm going to give away a tier 7 tank, which is going to be pretty cool. I think we'll give away Yeah, I'll have a look in a tick. But we're going to give away a tier 7 tank. And we do it. Every night, every day, every hour, every way, and we do it. Boom, pow. Oh, let's get ready to rumble. Flash Garden, he'll save every one of us. I'll give away a Panther M10. That's what I'm going to give away. I'm going to give away a Panther M10. If you don't like it, then you don't have to have it. KB13, probably not my favourite tier 7 medium, if I'm honest. 30 seconds. Mother, there is too much hatred. What? I've accepted it, dudes. I've accepted it. I'm 3 minutes ahead of you. I am coming to you from the future. 15 seconds, 10 seconds. There's Crimson. Crimson's just hanging out in the corner, thinking he'd like to have a run if he was allowed to. Ooh, this is going to be very, very exciting. Premo v SRT. Wow. Game changing and cry about it. Boom, boom. Oh, dearie me. Here we go. We have Bat Chat 183, IS4, IS7, M48 pattern mouse, and 268 on the SRT tilt. We have a 183, an IS4, an IS4, an IS4, a Leo 1, a 268, and an E5 from the promo tilt. Now, it's going to be very, very interesting to see where that E5 goes. There's DMG in the 268, setting up, hull down, looking up there. Now, that could be dangerous. If JJ Raids pops over the top of that, let's go follow that. There we go. There's JJ Raids. Now, you can see Iric is down there. He is not spotted. JJ Raids is not spotted. But if they're not careful, they are about to proximity spot. The M48 from Iric and JJ will proximity spot in a second. Not quite. There it is. Does he get the shot? No, he pulls back. JJ's got to know he's the only person spotted on the entire map. And Zorbers is the only person spotted for red. So they've taken a little bit of info out of that. They know there's an IS4 down there. He's not going to be there on his own. There's an M48 up here who knows now that JJ is there, but JJ can't see Iric King. Zorba's not popping out. He's about to proximity spot, surely. There you go. They both go off. They both go off. So now we know there's at least 2 tanks there from the red team, but still only JJ spotted from Premo up here. If we go straight through there, we are going to actually see if... Let's have a look at his royal fatness up there around the sea cap. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. He's still hull down, just sitting. Look at that. Unbelievable stuff here. Zorba's having a chat. Overlooking the map. We can see Iric King in the M48. There's Azor AHOY sitting up top. Let's go and have a look at Iric. He's right in the thick of it. Everyone is literally holding on to their hats and refusing to get involved. Lovely promo spammer there in the E5. Purpose built for that position. You can see he can go hull down there. He can put shots across into Iric without exposing a whole lot of his tank. Azora High at the top in the bat chat. Chick 69 is spotted up as well. Oh, sneaky little shot down there into the side of Iric. He must have been sitting there waiting for that one for quite some time. Zorba's saying he's got A. Absolutely no one moving. No one willing to give away anything in this. Where's DMG? DMG's moved down to that corner. Bro Dude Leg trying to side up on the mouse that you can see over there. Middle Earth, who is side scraping for all he's worth. Middle Earth. Now, if we go up from here, you'll see that they are looking right down that gun barrel at him. And there's a bit of movement on the left. His Royal Fatness. Who have they spotted over there? It looks like they are literally just putting in blind shots at the moment. Thank you, Jerry Much, John C. Iric, still working the numbers up here. 3 minutes 15 to go. If anyone was able to take an actual base, they would basically be in the driver's seat. Mo moving around in the IS-4. There's no E3 there for him today. Lovely Premo Spammer taking a bit of a hit there. Let's have a look as they move around here. The E5, very, very nicely set up from the top. Looking right down over the top of Zorbas. Here comes a look at the tilt. Dark Magician Girl there, though, in a strong position. Let's have a look at Iric again. Iric is unspotted. He's wondering where they've gone, and they're starting to line up here on the left. Big move here. DMG is looking straight down the guts, though. His Royal Fatness, the only one spotted at the top of the map in the 268. 2 minutes 30 to go. I'm extremely dubious as to the ability of anyone on this map at the moment to actually grind a win out with under 2 minutes left to go very soon. That is just a lot of hit points on the table. Lovely has taken a big hit in the E5, trying to actually move the map here. Bro Dude Leg looking down at that mouse. No one is giving anything away. Dark Magician Girl overlooking Zorbas here at A. Middle Earth overlooking B. This is absolutely staggering. No one is giving away anything easy. They will rush fours to cap, says Zorbas. He may be right here, but if they rush those fours straight down to that A cap, they are 100% going to be in trouble. Promo are bringing all the big guns down here. They've got 3 IS-4s. 75 seconds. Purge is making the call in the chat. Chicks is just looking for a shot. They're expecting DMG to be down there. Big bounce that we saw go skyward. Anarchy in the IS-7 is set up very nicely. He's in the A cap. They've got to do something here. They cannot let him get that A. Promo's gone to the C cap. They need to reset that A. If they don't, this will be a win. This is a big shot from Cheeks. He needs to reset that. If they get A, this is a lost match. They reset it. They reset it. If Promo gets C, no, C's getting reset. Let's rush over here and see who is actually at the C cap. They've not got it. 33 seconds left. A lot of hit points going down. JJ Reeds has to hide. If he gets cleared here, this is a loss. They can't take it. They can't take it. But Anarchy is going to go down as well. 19 seconds to go. Promo's lost a tank. They've lost a tank. They clear one back. They're going to get in the cap. They need to clear another one. What the hell is going on here? Zorbas is looking tight. Zorbas is in trouble. Zorbas holding on. Oh my God. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. That was insane. That was so tight, it was ridiculous. And it's 1-0 to SRT. 1-0 to SRT. I cannot tell you how that was won. Honest to God. Is it just on hit points? Is it... I've got to go and look at the regs. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I need to go and actually check out what the hell happened there. I'm going to have a look at the tournament rules for you. We're about to go into the next one, so I'll have a look at that. Zorbas needs to ready up. Zorbas, ready up. Ready up, Zorbas, you grub. I hope you got in. I really hope he got in there. Oh my god. Zorbas, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? Well, we know drama, so I have no idea how that last one was actually decided. But now this is like a massive, massive blow. The guys from what are they going to do here? They're running a completely bizarre strat. They've got 2 batch hats going into B. That is brilliant. 2 batch hats going into B. What are the guys from Premo going to do? Because this is... Okay, so they're spotted. Middle Earth is spotted now. They're both spotted. This is a train wreck. This is just a train wreck. They're a man down. This is incredibly tough. They tried to sneak one in. They were a man down. They tried to get a sneaky one at the start to give themselves a chance. They took a big risk. They had to take a big risk. And now they're relocating around the flank. Both Azor and Middle Earth have not reset their camo though. So you are going to see they are both still spotted. They know where they are. So they've now got 4 tanks down here on the left. They will try and reset and push down here. Juju is right over the top. DMG in the M60. Juju and Bro Dude Leg are just holding here. They have a massive hit point advantage. An absolutely enormous hit point advantage. JJ Raids is in trouble. Middle Earth is about to go down. You'd have to expect he's going to go down. Yeah, Azor, this is tough. This is absolutely tough. Zorba's one of the better stats-wise players on the SRT team. A 70% plus player who just didn't get on. And it's left them in all kinds of trouble. And you've got to wonder exactly what was going through his head, whether it was lag. There's Iric in the mouse. I mean, Premo, they are actually far lower on hit points than they should be. Look at Juju. Juju's on 769. Where is Juju going? This is insane. Okay, where is Juju going here? Promo want to be careful here because even though they are up with a lot of guns, JJ is on 400 hit points in the bat chat. You can see him overlooking C. And if we have a look down here, Bro Dude Leg is down. Oh, but Crimson, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Let's have a look at Juju again. Juju snuck around. Juju's gone. Iric. This would be an amazing boil over if they could somehow drag this out. Promo is up. All they've got to do is hold now. They've got both caps. So, Dark Magician Girl is... You can see Mose is being overlooked by his royal fatness in the 268. Dark Magician Girl, there is no need for Mose to push in here. They have 2 caps up to 0. Oh, there we go. It's all over. It doesn't matter. Mose was overlooked by his royal fatness. He's going to clear DMG now. They will be absolutely filthy at this. And you can't blame him. Poor old Zorbas. I don't know what happened to him. If he dropped because of lag, if he just missed the start trying to be sneaky. That was brutal. So we're going to go 1-all here now. Really, really tough. Now, I didn't get a look at the Discord, at the link there in the first match to see where things were situated. It's 1-all now. Zorbas is ready, which, you know, unfortunately isn't really going to help with the result from that one. I didn't get to look at the replay of the first match, so I don't know if they were ahead on points, if it was a tick, if they actually won it because they had more hit points left. I just couldn't see. That was massive. Absolutely brutal for the boys from SRT, boys and girls from SRT. The boys and girls from Premo struggling along as well. I mean, that wasn't super convincing. 1-1, best of 5. So we're basically resetting. We are back to a 0-0 situation. Now we're going to have a look at this from the perspective of the bat chat. Is there a bat chat on the... No, there's not. So Dark Magician Girl and Leopard 1 is going hard left. Now, really surprised by this. This is a big push. The B cap, they're going to put a pattern there, which is pretty straight up. That's a very, very normal strat. You can see the guys from Premo. Wow. So just a straight up hit point exchange there. His Royal Fatness is an STB. Now that, I'd probably favour an M48 in that situation, but this is really where it's going. His Royal Fatness is crossed over, so they know they've swapping sides here. If we have a look back at Iric King there, the number 6, you'll see he's back down. He's going to go lower around here and then push back up into the middle so that he doesn't take damage when he's crossing. He's not certain yet that there's no one there. And they don't know where that 183 is. Now, that is what Juju was referring to previously when they say the pucker factor. So because the STB1 has crossed over there, they think that all the guys from Premo are on that far flank. Now, his Royal Fatness is the only one that they've seen there. The 183, you can see there, of Moe's and B Walker's IS4 are completely unspotted. Zorbas is all over it. He said, Rick, you're left. He absolutely knew what was going on there. JJ Raids is running the spoiler up there. Now, Rick's left is these guys here. B Walker, lovely promo spammer. His Royal Fatness and Broduke. So that is, they're really gathering down here hard. They're looking for an isolated tank. Absolutely looking for an isolated tank. B Walker's spotted. Lovely Promo is spotted. They know there's 2 more over here. They're pretty certain the STB1 is hanging about over here as well. So this is absolutely a different look to the previous game. This is a proper hard-fought game. JJ Raids in the bat chat up the top is playing with fire. If we have a look at Zorbas, he is looking down that track. JJ Raids knows he's there. If JJ gets spotted, he is 100% in trouble and strife. Now, Anarchy spotted. Iric spotted. Iric is hugging that wall for all he's worth. He's not sure where he's going to take fire from next. B Walker would love a crack at him. Let's see who's ticking Anarchy. That's the bat chat. That's JJ Raids. Zorbas is looking down there. Now, JJ Raids is still unspotted. I wonder if he realised Zorbas is here, because if Zorba rolls out, gut feeling says Zorbas, I bet you he's about to say, oh, I love this. This is brilliant. JJ, he's popped C. He's holding there. You can see DMG moving back through the cup. Let's have a look at that move. DMG moving in a position, can very, very easily roll to the left or the right here. Iric is being pushed up on by, I think, let's have a look at Iric. Is it B Walker? Let's have a big squiz at this, guys. This is where it's all happening. A whole lot of chat going on. A whole lot of tactics. The guys from SRT are ahead far enough on cap that they don't have to move. Bro Dude wants to cap that B, but he knows as soon as he goes forward, he's going to get contested. So they've got a choice. They either take a tank out right now even it up and go ahead, or they try and cap B. Big push coming along the top. Big push coming along the top. It's all going to happen now. There's Irick. He gets spotted and pumped as they go down. Very, very nice there. Bro, dude, is he going to make the push around? If he does, this is going to be brutal. Bro, dude's in a really solid position side on, but he can be easily... The Purge is looking straight at him. They're trying to isolate Irick. Let's have a look at Dark Magician Girl up the top. Dark Magician Girl in the Leo 1 sideways. Helping out. Middle Earth is in strife. Middle Earth could get cleared here. That is going to be brutal. B Walker, they're going around. They've isolated DMG in the corner or Middle Earth. They've got to pick one soon because the SRT tilt is on 905. Irick's down. Irick's down. His Royal Fatness is low. Middle Earth is nearly done. They just need to sneeze on him. He's out. DMG pushing around in the Leo 1. All kinds of strife. DMG is on nothing. DMG's gone. And that's it. Premo is cleared enough. That was ridiculously close. Absolutely ridiculously close. My God. JJ Raids was on a handkerchief worth of hit points for nearly that entire game. Zorbas fires one HE round up that corner just to check it out, and he clears and wins. That is unbelievable. So close. DMG read the push, came down to help Irick out, who was in all kinds of strife, and unfortunately they were waiting for it. Wow. 2-1 up, SRT go down, that one v Premo. Massively controversial final so far. We had the round one game where it looked like they were 100% both on the same numbers, and I don't know how it called Premo as second place on that one and SRT as first. In all the excitement, I missed it. Now we go back. This is a must-win for SRT. There is no way around this. If they don't win this, they go down 3-1. Second round, after that first controversial one where it looked like it was a dead set draw, obviously the victory conditions were met for SRT. It was legitimate. I'm not saying that at all, but it was that close. Second round, SRT, Zorbas missed the count in. It was absolutely gut-wrenching. Zorbas missed the count in. Now we go through to the possibly decisive rubber. Absolutely gut-wrenching. The guys from SRT, they went 3-2 up on Premo yesterday to go through to the final. We're going to follow Dark Magician in the SCB1. They have dropped the 46, the M48. Premo really changing it up. If you look at the mini-map in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see Premo is sending 3 heavies around there. They've got the IS-7 of Scumbag Juju. They've got Premo Spammer. DMG's going to fairly solid job there. Spotted up some targets. DH Crimson in the 263. First time we've seen that at that position in this game. Oh, copped an absolutely monstrous one. This is far more like the old Twister Cup here. There are no 183s. We have no T110 E3s. We've got a bat chat of JJ Raids. And let's go and check in and see how JJ is going in the bat chat. Playing this very passively from the back at the moment. We've got the single solitary heavy over there from Premo. That's Mouse. Mose is driving the Mouse. DHG Crimson still sitting there overlooking B. If they try and push up and cap B, Crimson will be able to spot and pump. Zorba's moving down low here, and Azora High is low also in the 50B. I feel so torn here because I know a lot of these guys and girls, and I really want them all to have lovely things in life. But there can only be one winner out of this. JJ's taken a big hit in the bat chat. Unspotted at the present. If we're looking at the mini-map, everything is pretty low. Zorbas makes a call, push the river. The purple play. That's pretty good. Push river, the purple play. JJ is putting blind shots up there. He is certain that DHG Crimson is still there. This is absolutely brilliant. This is why you have a 3-minute delay on the stream. Let's have a look at Zorbas in the 268. We've seen a lot of passive play so far. Purge just took a big one from the side. Now there's like 1,000 hit point differential here between Premo and SRT. 1,000 hit points is the differential. Oh, Crimson took a big hit. Is that JJ Raid still pumping out the blind ones? He's been throwing blind shots up there for the past 2 minutes. They're bleeding hit points a little bit at the moment. They've got to make a decision to move this one very, very soon, and they have. Purge is at the top. Let's go down. Rick, he's going around. They're trying to trap Fatness. They're pushing for the STB. Oh, and they've done it perfectly. Fatness is pushed around, and Rick was waiting for him. What an absolutely magic call there. And there's 2 guys from Premo. They have now isolated Rick. DHG in the STB1 is low. Pushing back around where the encounter cap is. Mouse. JJ Rage is moving hard down and around. Look at how far up. He's going to take the opportunity. He's going to recap C. Crimson is out. Crimson is out. Purge in trouble. Premo, it's dead even. It's dead even again. This is unbelievable. Purge has to stop bleeding. He's got to stay low. He's only 542 hit points. But JJ, instead of getting involved, has gone to cap. And if we go up DMG, they're now going to push on him. Azora High is going up to recap that. JJ is going to move off. Oh, massive problems now. 2 very, very low people there. Purge and Iric King. B-Walker's going to move over the top. He's got nothing to stop him. He's on a reload. He's down. Purge has to do something. They're recapping C. It is 6 on 4, but Purge is on a slither. Iric King was in a beautiful spot there. The guys from Promo held tough. B-Walker is going to roll up on top and clear it. Oh, wow. Then that was amazing. That was such good gameplay. Both sides. The push low from the guys from SRT was brilliant. They had King sitting there. Iric was sitting there waiting for his Royal Fatness in the STB, and as they pushed and he reversed, he pumped him from behind. It was absolutely brilliant. JJ Raids, though, what a game changer. The Bat Chat moving up, just holding firm. They had a little bit of courage in their convictions. They held firm. They jumped up top. JJ Raids went and recapped and then buggered off out of town. And there was just no time. Then they had to actually go from a 2-cap strat to a 1-cap strat. Meant they had to push, exchange some hit points, and the guys from Premo were waiting for it. That was punch, counter punch, counter punch. Absolutely glorious. I love it. That was just brilliant tanking. I feel so bad that the guys from SRT lost that one because they really did play that well. And it's super controversial considering poor old Zorbas missed the count in on the start. I know DMG and the team will be absolutely livid with it. I don't know that I want to get DMG on Discord right now because I would suggest that DMG might be losing his DM marbles. That was rough. That was so rough. I'm going to see if I can get a chat. Let's have a bit of a post-match dust up. Where's DMG? See if I can't get DMG on here. I'm going to ask him. Oh, hang on. I've got Juju. There's Juju. See if we can have a chat. And then I'll try and line up maybe an interview with Dark Magician Girl as well. We'll do a giveaway. Going to give away a tank now. You're 3 minutes on delay, so we'll see. There's Vov spoiling everyone. Let's get Juju in here.
Hey.
Oh, man. That was freaking amazing. That was a really good game.
That was the slowest games. Oh my God.
But I tell you what, that was some really good tanking from both sides there. Thank God. Oh.
Very, very intricate. I'm kind of disappointed, yet I'm excited. The first game I had 69 damage. I just didn't get a chance to do anything. But yeah, no, I mean those are the intense games that as much as you hate to play those games, you love to play them because those are my palms are sweaty right now. So
Yeah, man. That was. I'm going to give away a tank on the stream, by the way. Give me a number between 10 and 20.
7.
7. Okay, there you go. you went. Okay. Okay. Here, let's give this away. And then I'll keep the interview going. Okay.
Who's going to be the lucky winner?
Who's going to be the lucky winner? The 7th correct answer to what is the name of the caller for Premo's team in this stream? Hint, it's Premo. Okay, or Mo's. There we go. I think we've got our winner. Okay, let's have a look. Sniped ya from Purple. Wolf. Fur557. William C. Absolute Sniper. CY is the winner. CY is the winner.
Nice. Congratulations.
Wins a Panther M10.
Ooh.
Okay, so Juju, what happened in the first game? How did that get decided? Because it looked to me like the numbers were exactly even. Is it just who gets the first kill or what?
No, so in a case of a complete tie, when it comes to the time running out and the caps are the exact same, it comes down to damage. So that's a big reason why we stress not to bleed, because if it comes down to a stalemate like that, if you have 2,000 hit points remaining in your pool and they have 2,100, they win because they have that's wrong. This isn't a fair world. Say we both evenly based hit points. It's basically whoever has dealt more damage wins the game at that point.
That was crazy though, because it was like so close. So close. And you never really see a lot of tournament games with supremacy that are absolutely 100% the same, because usually someone's got a cap. But a game with absolutely no caps, like what the hell was going on? What were you guys talking about as the game was progressing?
Just trying to play defensive. Like, so we played them last night, and we knew what they were going to try to do. They tried to play very defensive and keep us off the caps, and then what they were doing was stacking up one side, and then they would push, like for example, a cap, and they would try to steal a cap within the last minute, and then pull back and run away to the point where it's impossible to catch up on points or kill all of them in that time frame. So, we were just trying to contain the caps yet not bleed at the same time. And I wasn't in that first game just because I don't have an IS4 for that particular lineup. But it just kind of came down to the wire again, and we figured it would, and it just went to them. So kudos to them on that one.
How about the game number 2? You must have just gone, what the hell? Like, how does that happen? I know I've seen it happen before. It's happened to pretty much everyone. Like, how does that happen? Like, what's going through your mind when you see that come up 6, and what's your first thought as soon as you see a 6-person team?
That's just a loss of focus, and there's not really any excuse for it, other than maybe your device crashed or something like that. But it's just kind of a lack of focus. And on any other map, we might have tried a solid push just to roll them over. But Castilla is so big.
Yeah.
And there's so many spots. It's one of those that you almost have to just play it normal and kind of not consider that you're a tank up. Because as you saw, I got hit early, and then the 183 ended up finishing me off. So and it came down to be closer than usual. So
it was a way closer game than I was expecting. And I think the ability on that map because it's so big, you can kind of stack one side quickly like they did, and still end up with a numbers advantage.
Yep. With the M60/M48 patent up in that spot that DMG was in, that's a very, very strong and solid spot to basically keep us, from pushing up the hill. If we push too far, we're exposed to the 183 on that ridge line. We're exposed to whatever tanks are down low. So, yeah, I mean, them stacking the A side was probably the best chance that they had. So, kudos to them again. And that's just, makes you feel bad, but it happens. It's happened to everybody, I think.
Yeah, man.
Just not a good time to have that happen, I guess.
Yeah, not much of a game to have it happen in. I got to say, the Castilla games were pretty phenomenal. There was a push down low which killed his royal fatness in the last game, and they played it. It looked like they'd played it perfectly. Like they pushed low to the encounter cap area. His royal fatness backed up as you'd expect, and they sent the other IS-7 around behind him, so he actually pushed up into a tank. But then you guys managed to come down and actually clear that. And JJ, that must have been a big call between JJ actually helping out with the damage and going up to the top. Who made that call?
I mean, that was something, in those stalemate games like that, you kind of get time to think through everything. People bouncing ideas off of each other. So it was just one of those. It kind of we had a feeling what they were going to do, and I decided at that point when they started pushing towards the B cap to go finish off the 263. I knew he couldn't out DPM me by himself. And the rest of the boys were kind of starting to consolidate around the B area anyway to deal with that push.
Yeah.
Just good intuition on the team's part, just knowing how the battle's going to flow.
Yeah, I found it incredibly cool because you guys were down 2-1 caps on caps in that last game, and JJ literally bolted up to the top in the bat chat, cap C, and then just left. It's like, I'm out of there. I could see Azora high and DMG was low on hit points at the time. They were looking to go up there and clear that tank, but it was gone. It was gone. And it really did. Because it was very close. It was so close up until then. It just kind of cavalcaded at the end. What was the thought? You had two heavies over near the A cap, and you eventually got down to Iric King. What was the purpose there? Were they to push? Were they to cover? Or what was the go?
Are we talking game one or
game two? Game two on Castilla. Oh my God! Game two on Canyon.
Okay, I was like, wait, we're talking about Canyon.
Man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So game two again. Just another. Going back to game one, I skipped forward to game two on the last one. That was just a pretty good rotation as far as the team goes, and it got to the point where we just needed to hop in A cap and either try to stop it or kill somebody, and we just happened to isolate DMG to the point where he didn't have anywhere to go. But skipping forward to game two again, which is what I was saying, kind of a stalemate game, and we had seen that they were going to either push around or over towards B. And it was one of those, we knew the 263 was kind of trapped over there in the corner, and we had seen the rest of the team start to rotate via JJ's spotting in the bat chat. And that's when they started to push that B side, I went ahead and engaged the 263, and the rest of the team just consolidated down to make sure that we knew Fatness was going to die, but basically make that trade.
Yeah, you cleared an IS-7 out of that as well. Like the funny thing, if you're watching the stream back, is you can see JJ is just pumping blind shots up to where the 263 is for ages, and he actually gets one in too. Like I was thinking, how the hell is he not going to get spotted here? But he was just getting free reign the whole time. Fire for ages on Grim. What was the thought process there? Because how did you know he was still there? Like, how were you sure? Because it's on a 3-minute delay. I know you couldn't have seen it.
So I don't know if you saw where I was positioned in the IS-7. I was able to, if he poked out past those rail cars,
you'd see him.
I was within view range. So every time he popped out just far enough, I was able to spot him. And so we knew that he was stuck in that corner. And if he would have popped out, I would have had a free shot on the side. And I believe Lovely and Bro Dude were over there as well that could have had shots on him as well. So he was kind of, stuck between a rock and a hard place at that point. And that's why when they pushed B, I went ahead and I knew he was still there, so I went ahead and engaged him at that point to finish it off. So,
mate, it was glorious. It was because to see it was really like punch, counter punch, counter punch. It was, and that's one of the plan's brilliant. And then when it all goes to hell, it's kind of like who can just hold it together the best and execute. It's a lot like the end of last 2 minutes of a basketball game. Everything's just up till now doesn't matter. Who's going to hold it together and execute the best? And you guys did great. You did it so well. So congratulations too, mate. Now, where to from here? What's the next step?
Next step, come up with some new strats, do some training, and other than that, playing some Fortnite mobile and some PUBG mobile.
Now, just so you know, I just started Bushka on Fortnite as well. So we're
Yes.
gonna have to do some
Yeah.
streams together. Hey.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to go grab Dark Magician, go have a chat with DMG about how it all went down. Thank you so much. Just so you know, I think DMG was being very complimentary about you guys in the chat, saying how well you did and how enjoyable the whole game was as well. So I think
Yeah, absolutely. Good
SRT
games.
would have to be pretty happy with that. That was in terms of just their performance. Like you guys, everyone looked legit on that. That was a hell of a tournament game.
Yeah, I mean those were tough games. That just again just comes down to the execution, and the whole team did a really good job, and guys playing their roles, guys rotating the right way, focus firing. So good job to everybody, and good games at SRT. Those were definitely some intense games.
All right, man. You have a really good night. Juju, I'll
You
talk
too,
to you
Bushka.
soon. Bye, mate. Let's get DMG in here. Let me see. Oh, so I got my caps lock button stuck. Here we go. And we're just bringing towards DMG at the moment. Start of the call. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
Caller, you're on the air. DMG, how you doing?
I'm on the air. Oh, I'm doing all right. It's been quite a night. It's like, what,
Oh.
1:10 a.m.?
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sweating it up here. I'm under the tinfoil roof. It's about 32 degrees here. Commiserations, but you guys played a hell of a game. Like really, that was. Everyone wants to know what happened in game 2.
One of the guys had their internet disconnect, so that was
Oh.
not like when we were all saying we're like Zorbaz, like, and he just wasn't responding, and I was just like, I'm on air, so I can't swear, but there was some vocabulary. There was some vocabulary to be had. Let me say
I think
that.
on the stream I said something along the lines of, well, DMG might be going a little bit cranky in this one.
Oh my gosh.
That's brutal. Did that change the way you ran those bat chats to be at the start? Was that part of the original plan?
Yeah, that was part of the original plan. Actually, I saw that in a training room against Pincer, and they did that, and I'm thinking, oh, I gotta try that sometime. And Ramo, I assume, knew what we were gonna do for the south side of Castilla.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we have to do something different and just catch them off guard. But unfortunately, people were panicking because Zorbaz wasn't there, and one of the bat chats didn't screwed up their crossover, their parkour over the thing, and it didn't. We didn't get it.
It was pretty bold, but it must just throw the whole thing out. Although, as I was talking to Juju before, he did say that because of the size of Castilla, it's really normally on another map. If they saw someone on 6, they may have just done a push. But Castilla being so big and so intricate, it didn't feel like it was a safe thing to do regardless. And you guys fought so hard in that thing. At one point, I swear to God, I thought you guys were going to go even on tanks. It was so close.
Oh, I was ready to win. I mean, I was going to fight tooth and nail. I mean, regardless of what happens, right? The show must go on.
Yeah.
Right, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's good that you played like that because you could see it. And there was a push at the end when they pushed the IS-4 on you, and they had the 268 covering and overlooking as well. I was like, that looks really dangerous from their perspective, because if you had managed to, just even get an ammo rack on a tank or something, then it's all, it's dead set even. I was really surprised they pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me. I talk too much, Steve, so
sorry.
you know that.
No, go ahead. It's your channel. Feel
Dude.
free to ask.
I mean, I was so blown away. Like, talk to me about Canyon, okay? Canyon was pretty cool. I really liked the encounter cap area push you made in the second map on Canyon, and you pushed the STB right round to Rick, who was pushing up in the IS-7. But
Oh, I screwed that up because I blocked Zorbaz. I backed up and he couldn't even traverse, and I kicked myself because he missed his HE round for that.
okay.
Yeah.
So the other one was they kind of trapped the 263 up the top. JJ Rage was just firing blind shots up there for about a minute in a bat chat. What was the plan there? What was the 263's job?
So what the 263 is supposed to do is it has that high DPM and has that it has a good, decent armor profile. I'm personally not a big fan of 263s, but other people in the clan have a how do I say this without like sounding disgusting? I mean, they really like it, right?
Fixation.
A fixation, right? Yeah. So we use the 263, and it's just there to hit B because you can see the mediums poking up, and it also can proxy spot. So what would happen is if we go up on caps, right? Which I mean against Pramo, that's a tough ask because you know that they're going to go for that A base, right? So, but usually when people would push across, the 263 would proxy spot, and they would have to come all the way around to kill the 263, turn their turrets, and then myself, Zorbaz, and whoever was in that IS-4 would just light them up and just take them out of the game.
It was close. It was both those games were incredibly close. Like I've got to say, it seems rough, like to have the draw the way it is and have you guys here in this round. But I guess at some point you have to beat all the other teams at some point. Like there's just no way around it. You can't win it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was.
It's difficult for SRT because like we have active players, right? But they don't all get on the same time. A lot of people are much older age, have children, lots of different time zones, right? And things come up, so it's difficult to get like a consistent team together. So I'm just happy with how we did. I mean, we were actually able to take the set away from them yesterday.
Yeah.
And today it was just like if we beat them on stream, it's just icing on the cake. But I guess that's just a message out there for anyone that that says it's impossible, because it is possible to beat Pramo. I mean, it's hard. Granted, it's really hard. They're really good, but it's not impossible. I'll cut it to them.
Yeah. Oh, look, mate, I've got to say, I really appreciated the fact that at the end of the stream we had the best games, and that for me, that makes my life a lot easier when there's actually something to build towards. Like you have.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. And just one final thing. There was a moment there where you guys pushed low, and then they sent JJ Raids. I don't know, you probably haven't watched that yet because obviously you just got out. They sent him up in the bat chat to cap C, and then there was this horrible moment where you guys had to basically decide between, I think it was you and Azor had to try and either recap C or push down. That rotation must be really, really tough. What are you talking about when that happens?
So like when something caps C, I thought I didn't see the mouse or both IS-7s for the whole game. I'm thinking it has to be a heavy tank. There's no way a bat jet I thought the bat jet was somewhere in the back or near B or something, because I'm thinking if it's an IS-7 it won't be able to run, and Azor and I could focus fire it down and take it. So I'm thinking, okay, I just said right when that base went off, I said, Ace, I need you to go to C or whatever the heck that base is, and just reset. I don't care. And I know I was leaving Zorbaz alone, and then that just spread us out, and then they just poked holes everywhere. So
it was watching it, you could see that. But I mean, you say it's rough, but you could see that it was like a tipping point, but it was so close all the way through, especially the first game on Canyon. Like it was. Oh,
absolutely.
It was ridiculous, man. Anyway,
that was rough.
DMG, thank you so much for popping along. I really enjoyed it. We'll have to have another plat very soon. Get you in there and have a few master classes for something else. The Yagaroo one went down a treat, and always happy to have a chat. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, awesome. Right. Thank you for having me.
See you, DMG. Rock on. Bye bye. So there we go. We've had a chat to DMG and Juju. So we've heard a little bit about how it all went. Great play by all concerned. Thankfully, the stream finished a lot stronger than it started, and things were really, really cool on Canyon. That was absolutely outstanding gameplay. Look after yourselves, guys. I really, really appreciate it. If you keep coming up to the channel, turning on, tuning in, and doing your best, I'll keep making the videos and we can have a great old time. Congratulations to CY who won the Panther M10. I'll get that in the rations from Wargaming ASAP. What a fantastic night out. And we're going to have more streams coming. Lots more coming up in the tournament style. So keep your ears pinned and listen out for when they get announced. We'll be doing the rest of our streams this week, though, straight up and down. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central European time, will be the stream for the EU server. And, God, I forget, like 5:30 in the afternoon Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. God, no, 4:30 p.m. Oh, I give in on Thursday. You'll see it posted on channel anyway. Until next time, guys, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.